I'm Aphrodite Rose Starfire. Welcome to my channel. It's Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve. It's a bomb cyclone in most of the country. Bodnatia. Let's wait for a person before I venture. Oh, two people. Hi, Josh Penn. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you. All right, I'm going to venture down yonder. Okay, so you guys have to let me know in the chat if I start buffering or losing signal. So I'll come back if I start losing signal. But please let me know, guys, if I start losing signal, and I will come back. Merry Christmas Eve. How is everybody? All right. I'm gonna try to go down to the beach. How's the weather where you guys are? Good signal? Oh, good. Hi, B Smiley. What's up? I'm live from California. Christmas Eve. Let me know if I start buffering, please. 43. Holy crap. I think it's about 78, maybe even 80 degrees. It's the reflection off the ocean really makes like a mirror, so it's a lot warmer. It's a lot of people on the beach right now. Let me switch it so you guys can see all the surfers. All the surfers out there. It's Christmas Eve surfing. Still good signal? Okay, cool. Ooh, it's like the brightness of the sun, it makes my eyes water. So weird. Oh, look at this guy surfing. Woo. There's lots of good surfers here. It's nice. Ooh. I'm gonna break myself. So here's the rig. Let's see, where should I park? Park over here. Park it. If the waves are crashing really high up this morning. See all the people parked? So what's up, guys? Yeah, I'm in, so B Smiley says it's chilly here, but not negative 20 like it was a few nights ago. Yeah, it's really nice out here. It's nice and warm. And like I said, the water really reflects the sun and the warmth. There's a guy. Oh, my eyes are watering. So you guys all have plans for Christmas? What beach is that? Hey, Jacob Vallejo. I am at County Line. County Line Beach. It's just north of the city of Malibu. And, but it's at the southern end of Ventura County. So it's a really nice place to park because it's Ventura County, but really separated from the rest of Ventura County. So yeah. I'm wishing for a Christmas miracle. I sent my mail to another mailbox here in Malibu and it still hasn't gotten here. So I'm hoping it's gonna get here today. So wish me luck for getting my mail on Christmas Eve. Lots of surfers, yeah. Hi Peyton, Merry Christmas. Do OC. Yeah, I'll probably go down to the OC in a little bit. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm totally down for meetups. If you guys want to arrange meetups. Look at this guy. Woo. Do you guys want to hear about my dream that I had? About Appalachian homesteader? I had a dream about, I think it's her name is, it's spelled Patara, but she might pronounce it Patra. I'm not sure how she pronounces it, but her channel is Appalachian Homesteader. But I watched her 2 nights ago. Oh, my eyes are watering. What if I go like this? Oh, that might be better. I wonder if I can set up my phone on this sign over here. Let's see. Oh, look at this car. It has sunflowers on it. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can set my phone in this. And then I could talk to you guys like a boss. Let's see if this works. Does that work? My hair is all cray-cray. Let's see. So I had this dream about, I was watching Appalachian Homesteader, and it was 2 nights ago that I had this dream. And right before I had this dream, I was watching her, and she had a video where she was preparing all of her animals for the cold freeze. I think she's in the Appalachian Mountains. I think she might be in Kentucky. Anyway, so she was going around and sharing tips in showing her animals and how she's bedding them down for the cold and what she's doing for their water bowls and all of that. And so that night, this is 2 nights ago, I've been having really, really vivid dreams, lots of different dreams recently. But in this part of the dream, I was with her. I think she pronounced her name Patra. But I was with her, and I guess we were on her property, and we were in this old little pickup truck, like a Datsun or something, or yeah, it was like an old red and white pickup truck, and we're in her. It's like a rocky, wooded hardwood trees, but it's winter, so it's like all of the leaves are on the ground, and there's lots of like sticks and like hills with rocks and boulders, and we're driving down this gravel road in her pickup truck, and I'm on the passenger side, and there's kind of like a hill to my side with all these like branches, and she stops the pickup truck. She's like, okay, there she is. And we hop out, and up on the kind of embankment is a cow. It's a black cow. It's not that big, but she's kind of like underneath these branches of a tree, and we're all bundled up. It's cold, and she's like, okay, go get her. And so I'm like now crawling up like this rocky hill to get to this cow, and I could see I'm like coming up to the back of the cow, and she's laying down on her belly, and her lady parts are all dilated open, like wide open, and I can tell like the cow is like about to die. At first I couldn't tell if she's like, I thought she was trying to give birth and the baby was stuck or something, but then it's like so cold. So, but her lady parts were like super dilated. And then I realized I see there's like this little calf, like this little baby calf that's laying behind her, and it's not moving. So I go to the calf, and I'm like pick it up, and I'm like trying to warm it up. And it's really, really heavy. Like it's heavier than I thought. And it's all kind of like a bag of bones, and I'm like trying not to break it, and it's all flat. So I pick up the calf, and then I try to put it into the belly of the mom, and then I'm like trying to put the udder into the calf's mouth, and it's like I'm realizing that like the mom cow is like probably dying, and I'm like trying to get like the last bit of milk like into the calf, and I'm trying to like warm the calf up. And at this time, like I think her name is Patra or Patara, she comes up and she's like I don't really know what to do, and then I'm like, as I'm like helping the calf, she's like, call 911, call 911. And at this point, like I'm thinking, like, do I need to like stick my hand up inside the cow? Like, is there another cow to be born, or is there like afterbirth that like can I save the cow? So then like she gets really like Pachar, the homesteader, she gets really anxious, and she's like, call 911. And so I start shouting like, call 911, call 911. And then I wake up. So that was my dream 2 nights ago. I thought it was pretty symbolic with the cow. I don't really watch her very often, but I do know that she just had a cow recently that got sick and died. Hi, amnesic actor. Okay, yeah, bye, Jacob. Yeah, that'd be cool. Hey, Peyton. Hi, Kat. Amnesic actor said, did you hear about Zen Atman's passing? No, who's Zen Atman? Is that like a truther person? Hi, amnesic actor, much love. Welcome, I'm in Malibu. So many surfers. Yeah, please wish me a Malibu Christmas miracle so I get my mail today. He was a YouTube truther for sure. No, I haven't heard of him. I don't really follow Tartaria stuff, but I guess like it's come out like one of the Tartarian guys was faking all of the photographs, like with AI. Like he did an AI enhanced photo, like he just doctored photographs to prove certain Tartaria stuff. But I don't really follow that stuff. Oh, there's so many surfers. There's probably like 50. Please hit the like, share, subscribe. Much appreciated. Okay, hey Genevieve, love you, girl. How's it going? I saw your beautiful frosted window in Canada. How cold is it? It's like Canadians and Americans are so messed up on the temperatures because Canadians, like, they freeze at 0, but Americans freeze at 32. So when Americans, their temperature is at -5, like Canadians are like, -5, that's not big of a deal. I'm at -5 all the time. I was like, well, -5 Celsius is different than -5 Fahrenheit. But I actually did look at this like last year, and it's weird. It's not like a regular linear graph. Like as you get more and more negative, the Celsius and Fahrenheit like get equal. Like when you're like down to like -40 or something, like -40 Celsius is the same as -40 Fahrenheit. It's like they get to be the same once you go really low in the negatives. They're still different at like -10, -20, all that. But it's funny because it's like I feel like Canadians feel like Americans are like big whiners when Americans it's 2 degrees outside, and Canadians are like 2 degrees. Like why are you complaining? It's like 2 degrees Fahrenheit is different than 2 degrees Celsius. But here it's probably, with the reflection off the ocean, it feels like it's 80 degrees. But if I'm not next to the ocean, it'd probably be, I don't know, probably just like 70 degrees. Maybe -20 Celsius with wind chill. Genevieve, oh my gosh. That is so cold. And now I guess a lot of people on the East Coast don't have power. Yeah, it definitely seems planned. But I just looked to see how much houses are around here because this would be an awesome place to live. There's a cheap one right here for like 6.5 million, 1 bedroom, 1 bath. But then like this one up here is like 75 million. And there's one like down the way that 225, 100 million. I was like, that's a little much. Okay, Genevieve, thanks for popping in. Thanks for saying hi. Hi, Tinfoil Hatter. Bye, Jacob. Hi, Sheepdog. It's 17 degrees in Pennsylvania, colder than witch's tit. Happy holidays, yes. I thought it was funny. I never heard the expression, but I think I know it's kind of lame. I always talk about Lauren Pritchard, but she started talking about New Age people and calling them crystal tits. But she's getting more and more vulgar, and like each time she does live streams, she puts more and more makeup on. It's like she's getting more and more done up with each live stream, and more like violent with her language. It's kind of an interesting scene to watch. But yeah, I hope you guys are breaking out of your scripts. Are you breaking out of your scripts? Yeah. Hi, Kat. Oh. Does it look pretty flat to you? It looks pretty flat to me. Lauren Pritchard. Lauren Pritchard. Sheepdog says, Aphrodite, have you checked out The Gunner's Wife? Awesome channel. I just found it. She's back. No. I haven't heard of the gunner's wife. Is that a prepper person? You guys want to hear a story? I'll do a story time. We'll do a story time of, ooh, look at, I got a friend. Ooh. Okay, so my last job, I worked doing oncology hematology, which is cancer, chemotherapy treatment, all different kinds of cancer. And unlike most specialties, oncology is still one of the specialties that still gets the most pharmaceutical sales, visits, and like, you know, back in the heyday, the pharmaceutical sales people could like give you meals and trips and all kinds of swag, and they did it to like all the doctors' offices. But now, like, it's so regulated. But there's still like certain specialties where the reps are always there, and one of them is cancer. So there's always like a new chemotherapy drug, new immunological treatment. And this was all prior to C19, and this was all like in preparation for C19. So I was part of like some clinical trials for these immunological agents like Opdivo when I worked at California Pacific Medical Center in San Francisco. I was part of like the clinical trials for Opdivo for hepatic cancer. But my last job in the Central Valley doing oncology, we were getting like daily visits from pharmaceutical sales reps. Different rep every day, and they'd bring lunch. And that was like part of my job was, it's not like I really got a lunch. I had to go, I got a free lunch, like a catered lunch from like Panera. It was usually like from Panera or Chipotle or, you know, whatever the rep brought in. But it's not like I could eat the lunch by myself. I had to sit there with the rep because the doctor didn't want to do it, so I had to do it. I had to sit there with the rep during my lunch break and listen to the representative present their new drug, what's in the pipeline coming down, trying to get me to prescribe more of their drug to my patients, trying to ask why I'm not prescribing more of their drug to my patients, stuff like that. So there was this one drug rep, and he was this tall, like 6'6" white dude, bald, my age, maybe a little older, maybe in his 40s. And he would always come in and be buddy-buddy with everybody. But he'd never want to talk to me. Like, he never wanted to sit down and have the one-on-one with me. Which, like, at first I was kind of just like, you know, whatever, cool, I'm new. And then I was kind of like, oh, he doesn't really respect me, like, as a clinician, or like, why doesn't he want to like sell to me, which I thought was kind of weird. But I think the drug that he was representing was kind of rare, like it was kind of a very specific, unique drug, so he kind of already knew what patients we had that were going to use it. But anyways, so every time he came like and brought lunch, he never really tried to talk to me. And then it was right as I was preparing to leave the practice, it was like a few days, well, it was like I had already told the practice I was going to leave, and he brings lunch, and he's now like engaged, like he wants to talk to me, and he's like presenting he's like, you guys want to hear a story? And this is like in the lunch break room. And so like everybody's like, yeah. So he starts telling us this story. He's like, well, this one doctor I used to service, like I used to go and present to, he invited me to his house. and he was working on, like, he was part of this other research and stuff. And he said it was like a Friday, and so he drove out to this guy's mansion, and I think he said it was like south of Carmel, like in between Carmel and Big Sur. And so he said he drove out to this mansion, and it was like an Iron Man mansion, giant glass mansion, over on a cliff overlooking the ocean, the Pacific Ocean. And he gets there, and he said there was like 2 or 3 other men, like other reps there that were invited. And then they go into the mansion, and he says, like, I think he had a couple drink, like they had a drink, and then like the guy said, okay, now let me show you my real cool stuff. So like they take this glass elevator down like some floors, and this is like what this pharmaceutical rep is telling us. He's like, then he takes us into this room, and he's like, I am not lying, this is what I saw. It was this giant room behind glass. It was a huge floor to ceiling glass, and behind the glass it was like this nice room, like with a bathroom, like a suite, and inside was a woman, but it was a robot. It was like an android, and she was like doing stuff, and the doctor was like showing off his robot to these like 4 or 5 pharmaceutical sales reps that he befriended. And this rep guy, he's like, I'm not joking, it was just like Ex Machina, the movie, and she looked just like a human, and he was like telling her commands and stuff. And I'm like eating my lunch, in the break room, and I'm just like, first of all, this guy is like, looks like total Mason. Like he looked like the pharmaceutical sales rep guy. He looked like how usually police officers look. Like he's like 6'6", bald, white guy. And I was like, I was just so questioning why all of a sudden he wanted to share this story, and why he was engaged to talking with me when before, like over the past year, he was never interested in like picking my brain or talking medicine or anything. But yeah, he just like was like divulging all of this. He's like, yeah, this guy, like there's all these weird stuff going on, and so yeah, but like it was after my awakening that I had this job. So I'm like eating. I was like, I totally believe you. It was like, yeah, like they have that stuff. Yeah. So. Yeah, I also had a dinner. It was a dinner with it was like a PCR company, genetic coding company, and they were selling new blood tests for quick genetic testing for different cancer genetic markers. And he's like, I can't tell you why, but in the next few years, the PCR market is going to be exploding. Like PCR is the next thing, and it's going to like the genetic marker. It's like all of these these pharmaceutical salespeople, they knew this guy. Well, this guy, he owned the company. He wanted us to start ordering these special PCR order sets, so you can genetically test if you have like a precursor to breast cancer, a precursor to like certain colon cancers. But yeah, they all knew that like just in a few years, like PCR, like the genetic testing is gonna like skyrocket. It's gonna make so much money. They knew that was the plan. Anyways, how cool is that? What kind of stuff was she doing then? Oh, it was. I almost was a pharmaceutical sales rep out of college, when I graduated UC San Diego. I wanted to be a pharmaceutical sales representative, and I got hired by Johnson & Johnson. And I even picked out my car, because you got a free car. You could pick from a Prius, a Nissan Maxima, or it was like a Chevy Malibu. And I picked a Prius. And then right before I was supposed to start, they had the hiring freeze because they passed that law where the pharmaceutical companies couldn't give swag anymore, or they couldn't give the doctors the lunches and all that. They passed that right when I got hired. So that was like 2006. And then Johnson & Johnson's like, shit. So they had to put a hiring freeze on all the new hires, so I wasn't hired anymore. And then I got a job at Konica Minolta selling copy machines because they said that was the best sales experience to get. I'm sure a lot of salespeople know about the copy machine sales gig. Ooh, it's so warm. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna end it there. See my rig. Have a lovely Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas. Ooh, that's a pretty flower. So lucky for it to be nice and warm. Yeah. Thanks for joining me today. Hopefully I got a little bit of a tan. All right, bye you guys. Love you. Bye.